Kieran Doherty was shot in the head, a murder described by the police as savage and brutal. His body was dumped on a roadside last night. He was nearly naked and his hands were tied.
Mr Doherty, who had a young daughter, was due to be married in 3 months' time. Well, our Northwest reporter Kieran Turish joins us now from the scene near the old Letterkenny Road. Kieran.
Well, Sarah, we've been here at the scene for most of the day and in and around the city centre. I can tell you that the reaction from most people here in Derry this evening is one of revulsion. They see this as a throwback to the worst days of the Troubles, and they have been particularly struck by the nature of this death. 31-year-old Kieran Doherty left his family home at 8 o'clock last night to go to the shop. 2 hours later, his body was found on an isolated country road. He'd been shot in the head. His hands were tied and he was stripped to his underpants. A priest who was first alerted by a member of the public said prayers alongside the victim.
The nature of the death, it's hard to imagine anything more callous than a human being being shot and being dumped at the side of the road in the dark of night. It's hard to imagine that any other human being would deliberately do this to a person, and that's where I think most of us will struggle to understand this.
That view was reflected by massgoers in Craigan this morning.
I'm sick. Make me sick. I think it's awful. I don't know why they're carrying on like this after, since peace is supposed to be here.
I think it's terrible. I think it's about time it all came to an end.
Dreadful, really bad. So we've moved on, but doesn't look like it. Terrible altogether.
The senior detective leading the investigation says that while Kieran Doherty was known to police, he's keeping an open mind on the motive.
Kieran was a 31-year-old male. He had a long-standing partner and he had a 2.5-year-old daughter. Kieran was due to be married within 3 months' time. My officers are currently sitting with his parents, his girlfriend, and have just passed on the information that their son has been murdered. I'm keeping an open mind in respect of dissident Republicans or anybody else. The people who are responsible for this are criminals. They provide nothing to society. They skulk around in the dark basically, and they're unrepresentative of this town.
It's known that Kieran Doherty contacted a local newspaper last December and claimed that MI5 wanted to recruit him as an informer. In January, he again got in touch with the same paper and denied any connection to a major drugs haul uncovered by Gardaí in Donegal. One local MLA who was on the scene last night said there was no justification for his death.
We are absolutely appalled and outraged at what has happened in our community. How dare anyone inflict what they did on the victim last night, his family, and on the society.
Let it be very clear, there is no cause and no country served by anything as brutal and as vicious as this. This is just crude, cruel, mafia-style killing.
Well, the police say that their operation here on the Braehead Road will continue for some time yet. Detectives who are investigating this murder have again renewed their appeal for information. Donna.
Kieran Turish, our Northwest reporter.